Hi everyone, it's me Joe, and today I'm bringing you a new surgery series video. Now, I've been really hesitant to bring you new kind of content, but the things that I always do and I'm always intrigued to investigate are things that are non-surgical procedures, skincare, expertise, all the kind of stuff you guys know I'm obsessed with. So I had the opportunity recently to work with a fantastic, I guess you would say an estheticians, but we don't technically use that word in the UK. We kind of either say dermatologist or we say spa or clinic or whatever. This is, I guess you would say, a skincare resource, a skincare temple. Let's go with that. So I got the opportunity to go to the incredible Mortar and Milk. Pam, who is the owner, she has been featured in so many places. When I was doing press, we were going to all the crazy different press houses basically around London for the Jecca Blac launch. One of the people we met actually is an amazing writer called Madeline, who I've stayed in contact with, and we're always chatting about nonsense on Instagram. Now, Madeline has got insane skin. And the first thing I noticed about her, I was like, oh my God, what have you done to your skin? Because her skin was just so like, so I was like, I need to know the secrets of this madness, because I don't believe there's such a thing as good genes. I think everyone with amazing skin knows what they're doing with it. Let me just put that out there. So I think genuinely, to describe my skin to start with, I think my skin is pretty much there. I feel like I've got great conditioned skin. I'm frequently hydrated. I know about my diet and I know what triggers things. I know what causes me to break out. My main contention was the fact that my beard was so thick that every time I would shave, I would get irritation. And it's very common with certain hair types. And basically what I did is I went through 1.5 years of laser hair removal. I had to specifically go to a clinic that was suitable for Afro-Caribbean or olive skin tones, because the machines I've tried have all basically buggered my face up. I'm not going to go into it in this video. So I had to go through this process. The process was a little bit slower than regular, and also it didn't knock out my light brown to blonde hair. So what I've got left in my beard today is actually only the blonde and the brown. All of the black hair that was in my beard is completely gone, and I can't describe the difference it has made to not have that dark hair, because the dark hair was all the thick hair that got caught under the skin. So that's now out the way. Now I've been working on the texture of my skin. So I've been using things that are medicated alongside retinol over the counter. And one thing I have to say, which we did touch base on during our consultation, was that most products you buy over the counter are actually too thick to permeate the dermis. Everything that you buy just in a drugstore, you go over to, I don't know, even like high-end skincare from big makeup brands, if it basically is able to be sold to anyone without a doctor prescribing it, it cannot treat the dermis. It can only condition the top layer of skin called the epidermis, which is actually essentially dead skin. So even you can get sensory effects from skincare. You can get glow to your skincare. You can get conditioning effects. You can exfoliate. You can do all this stuff. You can even get retinols. You cannot get retinols that permeate the dermis and do enough work over the counter. You have to get them prescribed. So I've been using retinols every night. I combine that with a mixture of retinol and benzoyl peroxide called Epiduo. This is really great because it kills bacteria and it's low enough benzoyl peroxide that it doesn't F my skin up. So this is what you basically should get in the habit in your 20s of moving into retinol, because retinol is basically a vitamin A derivative that speeds up desquamation being the shedding of the skin. It increases collagen, it increases cell turnover, you heal faster, your skin gets thicker. The lines that you see forming disappear because your skin actually repairs itself instead of allows itself to degrade, which is when you start getting expressive crevices, lines. So basically, we were talking about the fact that all these kind of products, all the fancy oils, all the serums, all they do is sit on the skin. I've always really been questioning the people that I watch on YouTube that do skin specifically, because most of the ladies that do skin have come from brand, and they've come from brand and moved in to doing influencer work because it's the kind of, I guess you say, the trendy thing to do at the moment, and it connects with PR and builds your own audience, do your own skincare, whatever. But I don't see anyone that's got amazing skin. And I'm always on the hunt to find people that legit have the knowledge, but also have a great skin. So Mortar and Milk are fantastic for this because they know what they're talking about. And we went through a consultation. I had a wonderful practitioner called Jess, and we really got on. She was fantastic. We looked at my skin under different lights. The blue light brought out any areas of yellow or any kind of tinge of yellow, shows slight dehydration. The next light would show sun damage. The next light would show skin texture, and the next one would basically be my skin. So it was really interesting to see how my skin looked in different layers and different levels, because then I could really focus on what I needed to treat. So we then went through my skincare and I spoke about things that I get on with, things I don't get on with. I started to describe how I have a tendency to use products like glycolic acids, and you get like overnight serums and so on that have glycolic acids in. There's a brand called Sunday Riley, and they have a product called Good Genes. Now, Good Genes, everyone gets on with this product. It's like a combo of different acids that you put on your skin, and it just plumps and boosts and smooths. If I put that on my skin, the next day all my face will purge and I'll get under the surface blemishes. And I've had this with any kind of glycolic pill that you use overnight. I have it on my arms sometimes. And I also described the issue I had with my facial hair. So we were going through all the details and I was like, this isn't the ones I use. I need to use something a little bit more sensitized. And it was just fantastic. It was really in depth. The consultation was very thorough. We then went through the process of treating my skin. So we did a cleanse, and I was really interested to know about the products they use, because we discussed that most skincare basically sits on top of the skin. It doesn't permeate to the layers that are active. So they actually use this brand in-house called Exuviance, which I was not familiar with, but is really, really, really fantastic. A lot of different type of skin products in it, like a lot of things called PHAs. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of AHAs and BHAs. These are basically polyhydroxy acids. So we decided to do a treatment that involved a microdermabrasion, what one did we do first? We did clay mask. No, we did the microderm, the clay mask. Then we did a chemical peel, then a soothing mask. Then we did a foaming mask that puts oxygen back in the skin. And then we finished with just a moisturizer to get me going. And my God, the difference in texture just from that first treatment was extraordinary. And the next few days was fantastic. I couldn't describe it. And they gave me lots of skincare to try. It's shifted my skincare, and it's been about a month now, so you guys can see. I normally wouldn't do a skincare review unless I tried and tested the products out for 6 weeks, but because this is a treatment and a continuation of a treatment, I thought it was appropriate to bring it to you guys. So it was really interesting. Not only did we go through the treatment, which I'll show you next, but we spoke about your internal biomes and getting the right supplements, because if there's something wrong with your insides, it will reflect on your outsides. And it just was a really, really wonderful, wonderful experience. It was so hospitable. It was actually the day that the district line was shut, and the way that you get from the Victoria station in London you have to go on the district line. So it was literally a disaster trying to get there, because it was just, it was on the district line, but kind of like left and down if you're looking at the map. And it was just, I couldn't even find my way there. It was just horrific. And I was panicking and calling the Baron, and I was like, please get me a taxi, I'm lost. So it was all mad. But anyway, I got there, and this is the treatment. So I'm here in the gorgeous Mortar and Milk. Which area of London are we in?
We are in Southwest.
Southwest. And I'm with the gorgeous Jess, who is going to be starting off with a cleanse. And we're going to take some pictures of my skin. What is this potion?
This is the Gentle Cleansing Cream from Exuviance.
Oh my God, it smells so delicious. What is that smell? It smells like something I've used before.
Oh, they've got botanical extracts in all of their products, and they smell amazing.
So we're going to go into this magical machine now. And what does this machine photograph?
This machine photographs inflammation, UV damage, texture, and also just how your skin looks visibly on the surface and a bit deeper.
So we're going to be going in with the treatment today, and we've had a proper skin analysis and consultation, which is really cool. I will show you guys all the different layers of my skin and the analysis the camera did. And now we're going to go in, because we've already double cleansed.
Yeah.
And we're going to go in with a treatment. We're going to be using different things today than what I would use. So what is the process?
We are starting with an exfoliation. So this is called the triple microdermabrasion polish from Exuviance. Now, I don't like to harshly scrub the skin, so we're just going to gently apply it and smooth it into the skin. And any areas that do get congested, you can just sort of rub it in a bit better. So through the T-zone is usually quite a good area.
And after this, what is the plan of action? So we're going to do the microderm, and we're going to do a mandelic peel.
Yes, so my course of action, it's every time it's actually bespoke. So my course of action for you, we're going to do a purifying clay mask, and that's just going to help draw out any impurities, but it's also going to calm any inflammation in the skin. After that, we're going to do a mandelic and a citric peel, and that's going to help cell turnover, collagen production, and even brightening the skin tone as well. And then we're going to follow off with some hydration masks as well.
And you cannot have Botox within 2 weeks of a facial, which I did not know, but now I know. And I luckily have had mine 2 weeks ago, as you guys know. So after, I'm in the time period where it's allowed. So we're going to go in today, and I'm not going to show you every step because I'm going to keep the secret, and I'm going to enjoy it. So I'll show you as we go on. How long does this have to stay on the skin?
Only a couple of minutes.
Oh wow, so is it a myth when people leave like masks on for like 30 minutes?
I would say it depends on the mask. So like a hydrating mask, I would just even if it's possible, let it sit on the skin.
Okay.
For up to 30 minutes, but something like this, it's gonna dry really quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna start the peel.
Okay.
We're starting off with mandelic acid, and then we're gonna do citric acid.
Okay, and I'll close my eyes. This is the oxygenated part, so the peel's all done. My skin feels lovely. Oh my god, we're bubbling away. So what will this foaming action do? This is releasing oxygen and then my skin is absorbing it?
Exactly that, yeah. So it's gonna hydrate and plump out the skin.
That's quite, wow. That's so great, it's like champagne froth.
It is. Champagne bubbles.
So we're going to use all of the remnants that attach to the hair to massage into the skin with this lovely moisturising mask. And what type of acids does it have in?
It's got polyhydroxy acids.
Wow, this one smells nice too. They smell really nice. They don't smell clinical at all. So we are done. Oh my god, look how lovely my skin. It feels amazing. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. I can't wait to look in the mirror. Thank you.
No, you look amazing.
So we are in the gorgeous Mortar milk. Thank you, Jess, for doing my face. I'm so excited. Look. They are for sale in here?
They are all for sale, yeah. We pretty much focus on the cosmeceuticals, but...
And these are these magical food pastes?
Yes.
Wow. So after the treatment, I was on my way home and I just felt such a difference in my skin. I don't know how to describe it. That it wasn't the feel, it was the way that light hit my skin looked different. And I think that it really conditioned and brought a kind of smoothness to my skin that I've continued with the recommended skincare. So I still use the skincare that I like and that I get on with perfectly, like my retinol, like my medicated skincare, like my makeup removers, like my moisturizers. But what I've done is I've actually introduced the Exuviance cleanser, which I double cleanse in the morning, double cleanse in the evening. I've also introduced the moisturizers, and it felt like my skin was adjusting to a retinol when I first started to use them. Then it started to get a little bit more conditioned feeling, and then it settled in the last week. So I'm really blown away by the difference in my skin, and I was really impressed. I don't let people play with my skin. I would only go to the best, and I was quite assured after this that they are the best. So if you guys wanted to find out more information about Mortar and Milk, please check them out. I'm wearing makeup now, but you can see obviously the smoothness of my skin is visible. I'll put on the skin now how my makeup looks in different stages because I keep taking just update videos about my skin without makeup just to share with you guys. Now, I will give you some tea. Next time I will try to get a yellow light laser review because I really want to get my under eye circles zapped I would not wear any makeup, I swear to God, if I didn't have under eye circles, because I've got such hereditary circles there that I can't disguise it with just a concealer. It just doesn't work. I have to colour correct. So I will try and do that one next. That one's coming. I've also got no needle lip injections, which is really crazy. And then on top of that, I've also got fat freezing. And then I have also got some more bits. We have a Dr. Sarah Tonks special, and we have a Dr. Bran interview, who is a rhinoplasty genius, uses piezo which is a form of crystals, which is really cool. All right, guys, check out my surgery series if you're new. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in my next video.